All right, everybody. Got my video description updated. I am here. Looking a little bit dark tonight. It is a dark night out. We got kind of rainy weather, and I'm just gonna have to come up with some different kind of lighting, I think, to help me with that. And I keep saying that, but I was looking back at older videos and I didn't have any problem with my lighting. So I don't know what's happened. Probably when I started messing with it, then I started having problems with it. But it just looks dark. It could be my computer, but it just looks kind of dark to me. So if you're here, please comment that you are here and let me know where you're watching from. I do know that the chat box is different than what we're used to on Facebook. So you'll have to find the live chat box in all my devices. I found it over on the right side of the video. Let's see. Let me try something here real quick. Just so you can see what I'm looking at. See if it shows up. All right, let me get my zoom down. Can't tell. I think you're seeing this. So over here is where I show on my computer. And that's also where I type in. So, oh, Chrissy's on, Mom's on. I'm typing in. And this is where I can't see the comments to type because it is so dang tiny, but you may have hit a hide chat or something if you're kind of new to watching me on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna just, that was my little tutorial help for this. I gotta get back to it, see if I can get back there. There we go. So we're gonna remove that spotlight for now and see if we go back to me. So I am here. It's Wednesday. I've got a couple things, I guess, to tell you. Today is the last day for the weekly deals. If there was anything you wanted from last week's deals. And Perfect Partners, the Apple Bundle, the Yeti, the Canyon, the Christmas tree, the pigs, and there's one more I'm forgetting. That all ends on Friday, and that's it. But you guys, World Card Mickey Day is on Saturday, and if you have not said that you're going to go, you might want to go out to the stampinup.com and say that you want to participate, because they're going to make an announcement of some sort to the people that are watching that. And I don't know what it is yet. They're going to announce it to us, I think, like, well, they'd have to do it before the other countries that are ahead of us. So it may come in the early afternoon, late afternoon on Friday to us to know what their announcement's going to be. But they're going to have some type of a fun announcement that they said you don't want to miss on World Card Mickey Day. And then next month, starting on the 4th, I have to get all the details. I just caught a glimpse of it, but anybody who wants to sign up to be a demonstrator or just to kidnap, get the discount kind of thing, they're going to offer, I believe it was $155 worth of stuff in your starter kit for $99. So for us here in Michigan, that would be like $106 with our tax. You get free shipping and then $155 worth of stuff. So wow, if I wasn't a demo, I would definitely sign up to get that kit so that I could take advantage of that good deal. You do get your basic starter supplies, catalogs, whatever sell them, don't use them, hand them out. If, you know, depends how deep you want to go with making this like a business. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I spent today getting my newsletter out. So thank you to those of you that subscribe to that. I hope you enjoyed it. Those that don't subscribe, go to greenthumbstampers.com and you can sign up there for my newsletter. And I just send it out on Wednesdays. And then I do send out like random emails of classes and my stamp of the month and stuff. And I will be having a class. I did not bring the samples over to show you tonight because I'm not quite ready, but I'm going to have a Fond of Autumn note card class. And we're going to make 12 note cards. You'll get the whole pack. There's 20 in the pack. And then it makes a cool gift box as well, or holding box. So we'll decorate 12 of them, 2 each of 6 designs. And we'll do the box and you'll get all kinds of supplies to finish those off. You should have enough to finish off all 20 cards. I just don't think that they're all going to fit in the box. I haven't put my box together yet, but I don't think that all 20 decorated would fit in the box, but I could be wrong. I'm going to do that for $35 or sorry, $30 for the class. And then it's, if you want to get the Fond of Autumn stamp and die set at a discounted price, the bundle and the class would be $85. But stay tuned. I will be coming out with that email and a post on my Facebook and an event, sign up event and stuff come there. So I'm going to quit rambling. Oh, Christy's still commenting. I got to get right in there. So I'm going to turn my camera down for the real thing now. We should be pinned. I can move that out of the way and I will show you guys. I took advantage of the sale of 15% off sale a couple weeks ago. Oh, and this is my hostess code for September. I will be closing that out probably tomorrow, maybe Friday. But with the deals being done, I figured anybody that wanted anything would have it with the weekly deals. So I am going to close that out. I got to get the stamp of the month. Oh, you have till Friday as well for the stamp of the month. That is the Regal Reindeer. That is the stamp set that I used for my Christmas card. If you caught my Christmas card video on Monday night, that is the stamp for our October Chatting and Chillin' class together. And tonight I'm going to use 2 stamp sets that I got in that 15% off sale because I've been wanting them for a while now, and I gotta pick up all my little bits that I've cut out. Been wanting them for a while and I just never got them. So I got By My Side, and I don't remember why. Oh, I got this one, guys, because I liked all the words. And then I got Days to Remember, just because I don't know why. I have no idea why. Have been wanting it since it came out, and I could never like justify getting it, but I got it, and by golly, we're using it tonight. So I'll give you a little tip on how the date works so that you don't have to be afraid to use it yourself if you have it or you want to get it. And then it has 2 stamps. One starts your week on Monday and one starts your week on Sunday. Depends how you start your week. You can choose for the calendars that you make. So let's get started. Let me find my card to show you. Here's the card I designed. And I'm thinking I don't know, this tree, I want more branches. I might have been able to run it through the die and make it a little more airy, but for now, that's what I've got for my tree in the background. And I'll show you what I used. I used the Beauty of Friendship dies. And then I had the big tree with all the airy foliage on it, but it was way too big for the card. So I went with the little tree and then a little topper. And then that's why it is solid. So I didn't know if I could run it through this somehow and give it some airiness that you could see through it, but Mike said, my creative director said to leave it alone. So I did. And then for the leaves down below the tree, because it's autumn and they're piling up, I used the apple harvest dies, and these are on the limited sale through the end of the week. And I used just the small leaves. And then on the inside, I did a couple of the big leaves and a small leaf. So if you look, you got a bigger leaf and a bigger leaf and a smaller leaf. So those are what I used for that. Let me set the card over here. Oh, you can't see the card. Turn it down. What do you mean you can't see the card? I got it. Gotta turn it down. We see you. Oh, we see you see me. Sorry. Okay, hold up. My screen says. Hold on. Oh, I got it. All right, I see that. Why, how did that not, let me remove my pin. Let's try it again. I can see the thing in the background, the screen, so spotlight. Oh, I pinned it, not spotlighted it. Sorry, guys. All right, so anybody just joining, hopefully they zipped through all that other stuff. Here's the card. So as I was telling you, you probably couldn't see anything that I showed you then. So I used this tree, I used the small tree from this Beauty of Friendship. This is the one I started with. It was way too big. So I went with the smaller one. I could show you here. I started with this bigger one and I cut one out to use for this video, but it was just way too big to fit on there. And if I went this way, I didn't have room to put everything. So I went with the smaller tree, and this is where I said I would kind of like it to be a little airier like this one, just to give it some more dimension. But then the leaves came from the apple harvest, the big leaf and the little leaf. I put the big ones on the inside, and then I piled up these little ones on the front. So that's what I use. Okay, so good. So now we're, oh, I need stronger glasses to read that little chat window too. Holy cow. So that's what I used, and I'll probably, you didn't see the stamp sets either. So I got the days to remember. This is the one, like, I'll show you guys how this works. And then the by my side. And this is one, I like the sayings in it, but the, you know, the cute little kids are bonus if I have need for the cute little kids like this one. So here, I'll pull it up a little bit. This is what I made. I'm not sure, it's a little dark. She kind of blends in real too good, I think. But again, my creative director said, just leave it. And then, of course, using the stamp set, you can make any date you want in there. So I'm going to put that over there. Get my mouse out of the way. So I went with soft suede for the base because I decided to make it fallish. And it's 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it in half. So now it's 5.5 by 4.25. I pre-did my leaves on the inside just so I wouldn't lose them. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on the inside while I'm here. This is 4 by 5.25 inches. I work in inches. And we'll glue that on. That looks pretty okay. And then I have rich razzleberry. This one I cut to the quarters. So this one went 5.25 by 4, then 5 by 3.75. This one I cut on the 8ths. So we'll see. So this one is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm just gonna go ahead and glue these down because I won't need to tuck a ribbon or anything underneath any of them. See if I can get that on there. And then this one is 4 by 5 1/4. I think I want this. And this is old, our fall paper from last year, and I had some left. It coordinated with that Beauty of Friendship. Here's the back side of that. It was just beautiful paper. I loved it. And I got a couple packs, and today, like the fall paper that I have out of the catalog just didn't do what I wanted it to do for this card. So I went with this paper that I have on hand. So, you know, we use what we have on hand to use it up. Yes, it's great if it's all current. You guys probably like it when it's current because, you know, you might already have it on hand or you can get it that way. But I just say use what you got. So then I cut out the tree and the foliage, and you know what, I'm going to pop this up this time and see if that helps. Put that on some dimensionals, just see what it does for it. Might help it, give it some extra dimension by popping it up there. I cut all my fingernails off today, right down super short. So now I'm going to struggle to grab stuff. All right, I didn't get that on there quite in the right spot. Let's see if I can pop it up and move it just a smidge. There we go. I'll put a little glue on the back of it. And I want to pull it down kind of close to the bottom, just so that I don't need quite as many leaves to fill in the base down here. I'm going to go ahead with my leaves before again, I don't want to lose them. I've got them all over my desk. So put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to start like piling them up. I'm basically just trying to cover the base of the tree and give it a little bit of, I don't know what you want to call it, coverage, so that I didn't have to add any type of a grass or anything down here to the ground, so that she is not floating and the tree looks grounded as well. And so let's stick those. You can see I'm being a little too strategic, but put them on there like that. And we'll just tuck this other one up in there somewhere. We'll go this way. I don't like that one, but we're going to leave it like that. All right. So now we're going to, let's do the little girl first. So I've got some basic white, and we've got our little girl in the red rubber, so we don't need the foamy thing underneath. Splash. And then I'm just going to use some Memento black. Oh, I didn't get her hair. My friend Angela has hair that reminds me of this little girl. I should make this card and send to Angela. So we're just going to stamp the little girl down. And then oops, I need to stamp her again. And I've got the back side of that. And I'm just going to ink up her dress because we're going to paper piece her dress in there and hope that I'm going to look for a spot that I'm going to go this way. I'm going to look for a spot that's got a lot of color going on so that I can kind of make sure that I'm going to have her dress is going to have some color to it. Every time I keep stamping it, it's full of white. There. Well, her skirt's got a lot of yellow on it, but that'll work. So I'm going to cut out her little dress from the pattern paper. Like this. And now if you got little pieces that you want to like not have the like clothes, if you wanted to make her skirt a different color than her shirt, you would just cut off what you needed from this and then make another one to be whatever other pattern you were going to do. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to cut in. Actually, I'm going to cut her hand, kind of her hand off because I got her hand orange and we don't want her to have an orange hand. So I will use the one that's on the card. And then we're just going to cut off her skirt. Put a little bit of adhesive on there. And then we're going to glue her skirt onto the card like that. And then I went in with my markers and I got a So Saffron and I colored up the rest of her dress with this fall So Saffron. And I got a horrible tip on it, so hopefully I got it colored there. And I got a soft suede Stampin' Right because I wanted to give her some leggings because it's cold out. So I gave her some leggings. Matched. And then I wanted to color her shoes to match as well. So she's got some yellow shoes on. Then I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to do the butterfly. I got pumpkin pie. And now these are just the basic markers. These are Stampin' Right markers that I'm using. And then I'm going to color in that butterfly with the So Saffron. My tip point doesn't want to work on my So Saffron. So we're going to go to this brush end. And then I am going to do her hair, and I've got light smoky slate and dark smoky slate. And also I did was kind of go in swirly circles because that's what it looks like to me. Those little swirly circles. And so that's what I'm doing to just kind of go with the flow of her hair. And then I have a dark smoky slate that I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to go in circles around, try and make sure I fill it in a little bit and get those little stray hairs she's got sticking out there. And oops, I got a big white spot there. She's not gray quite yet. And so I got those two done. And then I have two of the skin tone markers, and I've got 600 and 500. And I am still getting used to what color these actually are, which is the darker one and which is the lighter one. And so this one is my darker one, I believe. That's 500, but I'm not positive, but I'm thinking it is. I think in my pile that they get darker as they go up. So I'm just going to come around and outline her head and neck. And I'm gonna come up under her chin. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to come through with the 600, and I'm just going to make lines. I'm going to go back and forth to fill her in. And to me, I've got a little better control without going over the same spot too many times. If I do it the other way, scribble around, I think I lose my ability to keep it from being too dark by going over it too many times. So if I could just fill it in like one stroke at a time, to me it helps me to better gauge how much I'm laying down. So then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and cut her out and cut off the butterfly. And so that's what I did here. So I'm going to set that aside for a second. We're going to get out our, I did it again. No, I didn't. I was going to say I did it again. I used my wrong paper, but I'm going to get out the calendar now. We're going to do the calendar. So you could easily line this up on the Stamparatus, and I probably highly recommend you use your Stamparatus. But today I'm going to try and freehand it and see what we get. So I'm a Sunday through Saturday kind of calendar girl. So I've got my Sunday through Saturday stamp and my rich raspberry ink. And I'm going to, let's see, how big is my month? I'm going to do the, makes more sense, doesn't it, to do the numbers first. And also I'll show you how this works. So I did October, right? So whatever month you want to do, look at the calendar and see what day it starts on. So October starts the 1st on a Saturday, right? So take your date stamp and find where the 1st would fall. And I'm trying to think, for me, when it was on the Saturday right here, but if it, you just move this around depending where your days start. I hope that makes sense. It's, I should have probably gotten a couple more months and looked at it to see, but it all just depends where you line it up as to where, I'm stuttering, I'm stammering. Depends where your days are located as to how you line this stamp up. But it's very easy once you realize how it lays down for. So I got 1 on Saturday, then 2's on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So my month is through the 31st here. And so I believe over on this side, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you would use this half of the stamp and then, all right, I'm going to stop because I'm getting myself all confused. But I'm going to bring in my black. And I think I'll have to do a Finally Friday on how this works. So I want to take my scrap paper for me. You might have another way to do this, but I'm going to mask off this other half that I'm not going to use just so I don't get ink on it. And I'm going to ink up just this month that I'm trying to get. And then I'm going to put it down pretty close to the bottom just to be safe. Probably went too far over. Oh, that looks pretty good. So we've got our month numbers down there, our dates. And then now I'm going to come in with the days. And we want to line up Saturday over the top. Like that. And then I'm going to come in again. This card is going to be for October. And I got Mary Merlot. I think this is October for October here. And we're just, I'll try and put it in the center. Yeah, October. And this piece was 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, I believe it was. And then I'm mounting that on, I believe we'll see. I'm pretty sure I went just a 1/8 bigger. Nope, I did go 1/4 inch bigger. And we'll glue that down to the front. And I put it right up to the edge of the paper, the blue. Like so. And then we're going to glue our little girl on. I put her on with some dimensionals. I think I tried to glue her little feet down, but I'm going to pop her up all the way. But I wanted to glue just her feet down to give her that kind of a popped up look. And we'll put her right down here. Probably should move that leaf over a smidge because she's going to be floating in the sky. This is where I just want to cover up the blue down there. It's always a little bit of fussing here and there. Like that. And then I'm going to move this guy. Maybe we should put these on after we put the little girl on. There we go. And then I'm going to put her on. And like I say, I didn't want the, if you wanted to leave the ground beneath her, then take a marker and just draw like a shadow under her feet. And now that I moved all those, I could do that and show that to you, but we're just going to glue her down. Right there. And then I put the butterfly on the tip of her nose. Tip of her nose. Touch her nose. There we go. Put the butterfly on there. And then I have a little piece of white that measures, I believe this is tiny. We've got a 1/2 inch by 2 1/4 or 2 1/8. And I used the words from the By My Side stamp set that says, "Thinking of you today." And so this card you could use, could be birthday, you know, thinking of you today because it's your birthday. They could have something going on. You just want to give them some encouragement. So you're thinking of them. all kinds of things that you could be thinking of them for. Doesn't have to be birthday, but it could be a birthday. Let's see if I'm going to get this straight in there again. The Stamparatus would probably be a good idea because I think I'm off. Yep. It's way off the, we'll go a little higher. Well, that's our other side, so it's got to work. It's got to be good. But again, that wonderful Stamparatus would help with all of these questionable guessing lineups that I do. And I never think to use it because I can just back up. I just back up and squat down, and normally I can see where I'm stamping, but in the space where I got my camera set up, there's not a whole lot of backing up and squatting down allowed. And then I glued this on flat. We could pop it up. I think I will see what it looks like, give it a little more dimension by popping it up on there. I always make my sample and think of things I could do and then change my mind while I'm, should I center that over the calendar? Probably. That looks pretty good. My fat fingers. There. So there we go. That's what we did with our days to remember and by my side. And again, I will figure this out so that I can better explain it to you and have a Finally Friday coming, because I had it all figured out in my head when I was making the card on how it worked. And I know it's just a matter of moving like the number 1 to where you need it and then inking. Because like here's a 5 and here's a 5, so you would never have one, two, three. So it must be if Wednesday is the first, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we go 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we would ink it up like that. If that put Monday. So yeah, we will go over that and figure that out, and I will show you. I'll be back again and show you guys how to do that. So this is what we did tonight. I appreciate that you're watching, and I will be back again next week with another card and hopefully Finally Friday soon to show you how that date works. So until then, guys, have a great evening. Take care, and I'll be